Hi everybody, this is Sonya. Hope I got all these in the camera shot here. Now, I've had a few requests from people asking me to show them how I do my cabochons that I did with that little set of off the page that I was making. Do me coat a bit. I've been, well, playing around with these for quite some time. I started out by making eyes with them, okay? So I hope nobody gets a bit creepy out by this, but the eyes, like you use in steampunk and things like that. So what I did was I just got pictures that I downloaded off the internet of eyes and to use for them. That's how I made those. I'll show you in a minute how I did it, but I've also did the little faces for the little kids' faces, like I got, actually they're dolls' faces, and I made these little flowers with the doll faces in them. So that's what I've made previously, so I hope you can see them. I hope I'm close up enough here. Yeah, so they were really good fun, but that's what I was doing with, that's what I'm do with those, or find some sort of thing to put them into. But I used pictures of, excuse me, dolls, you know, faces, because they look, well, they're really pretty, and just got them out of magazines or whatever, so you can just find them there. So let me show you how we do that. Plus I've also made them with flowers under them and lots of other things, because then I put them into my work. Okay, now this is really easy. You can get all sorts of the glass cabochons. See? They are glass. You can buy a plasticky thing, which I don't think I recommend that. You can get these in all different sort of shapes and sizes. There's these small ones here. I know Irene has them in her shop because I made lollies with those for the tag that I did. When you go to buy them though, you need to be careful, because you can get a lot for not too much money, or some other sites have a few for a lot of money, so you just got to have a look about a bit. Anyway, when I'll go back on the internet later and see if I can't find a place. Anyway, so, but I can try and do that if anybody's really wanting to pick some up, because I know you can get about, you can buy 10, but I think I've bought up to 50. I think of these squares, I bought up to 50 of those squares, and they only cost me a couple of dollars, you know. And then you can buy probably 10 of them off some different site, and you might pay $2 for 10. So you got to sort of have a shop about a bit with that. You can get a bit bigger ones too. There's bigger squares. I've got one here. I don't know what I must have used the others. This one is a big. This one is of an eye too. But you can buy them up to that size. But and that I didn't mind paying a few dollars for 10 of those, because they're a good size. They're good things. They are really good quality things anyway. So, but you can get a stick-on one that is probably might be a bit acrylic, I don't know, so I don't recommend that you go for that anyway. So what you need is some of those and some glue, and I used to use, I don't think, you could use the hot glue gun, but I don't think I'd recommend that, because you need to be able to move it about a bit to get all the air bubbles out of it and everything, and if you did use your glue gun, it would stick too quick and you wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, so I thought I might put a picture of, maybe, so you can just get any sort of pictures that you want to use. I thought now I might try and put this picture, this little girl, I was going to put the photo of her face under there, I think. Now I'll just set that up there and say, yeah, that'll look really good. I hope you can see this. Yeah, that looks really good. So you do not cut anything out, because you'll end up with nothing to go underneath it. Alright? So what you want to do, I usually put the glue onto this, so I might as well do it the way I usually do it, eh? And this being the piece that you want to glue it to. Put your glue onto that. Use some wet glue, don't use the glue gun. Definitely not in this case anyway. It's not, now I've gone way over the top with that, haven't I? Goodness me, I better find another thing that I'm going to put one onto. I'm having real trouble with this glue bottle. Let me see what else. I got a few things here, so I could just give you an idea. I thought about putting that lady on one. I need a flower or something. So you could do a clock. You know what I might do? I might just move this glue about a bit and shift it over here, and this is put your glue on your picture and just press it right down really hard. You're going to have glue coming out the sides, but that's okay. Make sure when you do it that you've got no bubbly bits, so we can just have music under that one. Now make sure you've got no bubbly bits, alright? Now they do magnify a bit. I just have to turn it around to me so I can see what I'm doing. They do magnify a bit, and I've got lots of glue there, haven't I? There's nothing else really on the pages that I wanted to get, but you do that, okay? So you get that like so, and that's pretty much all you need to do. I'll be glue's going everywhere. Let me see, what else could I put under it? Well, see, I like the idea of having, I'm not going to do any more eyes because I've got plenty of eyes there, and I've got little heads, so, but the flowers are really nice. And then this book I did yesterday, and these little tiny things that I cut out yesterday, I put up the video on. I had them on them these little tiny bits here. I might like a different colour flower. Let me see. Freezing cold here. Freezing cold. Can't even feel my feet now because I just turned my heater off. But never mind. Now, there's a fairy there, so I might put that fairy under that one. See, if I put my glue on there, I'd put the fairy under there. I was just sort of wanting to let this dry a little bit. I can't think of anything else to, but these are what I've been doing over the time. See, you can put that onto a dress body or something. I don't know. There's ideas, you see. So I get making things. Now that's a lizard eye, maybe. This is actually a person's eye, that one. And this one here is a person's eye. Yeah, so you can just Google eyes. I mean, you can get them out of the magazines too, you know, where they show makeup and things like that. You could cut your eyes out if you want to make eyes. Or any other picture, anything. You can put anything underneath it. So anyway, I hope that this is going to be dry enough for me now to show you what I'm going to do, which is quite easy. Really, just cut it out. But when you cut it out, you need to really stick to the edge, okay? If you turn your scissors under like that, I think I showed you this once before, you will take it back way too far. You need to bring them in, but not in too far. You want it to go around on the edge. Keep your scissors right at the edge. So you're cutting it right back close, but not too far. If you take it too far, you'll start to cut away your image, because you need it and you want it to come right to the edge. Now I can trim that up a bit because it's not because it's not dry. I think I've got the scissors a bit stuck there, but if you trim that up just to make it look a bit better. Now, how easy is that? I think that's absolutely amazing. Now, there is another way you can do this without these, and this will be your own, you know, thing that you'll come up with. Let me see. I have been fortunate enough to have some of these little beautiful little block things. They were on a what's the name I bought? Oh, what do you call it? A bracelet. A bracelet I got in some things that I had. I bought some from a friend. So I'm going to actually put I might put the lady's face onto here. This lady's face. This will be a little bit trickier to line up, so I'm going to put onto this. Hope I'm still here with you. I haven't actually got one of these to show you because this is something that I am hoping that I get that on under her head. So if I sort of put that round there like that. Okay. I think she's in there. She's on it. Okay. Now I'm going to wait till that dries a little bit. And, well, before it does dry, it might be a good idea if I put glossy accents over it now. Okay. Hopefully this will be, I think I've made them before, used them, but so I'm hoping that this will come up. Actually, I'd like to cut it out before I put the glossy accents on it, so keep your scissors straight. This is, you know, handy, because if you don't, you will cut it under that way, okay? So just keep them straight as you go along the edge. Get close to the edge and just keep them straight on there, okay? So now we've got a nice little block, you might say. It's actually got 2 holes in there, so if you know, have something that's like that, or bead, or any sort of shape. I've done them on, let me see, I have a different, I had an oval bead here, like, and it worked really well too. You know what, when you asked me about this, I thought, of all the things that I've really actually done with this, I was amazed. You know, you just don't realise how much stuff you do. But anyway, so this is the lady. Now I might just give her a little bit more trim. I wanted to take her right back to the edge. Yeah, right back. So you could use a button to do this, but then the way that I've done this now, I'm going to be able to fasten her onto something, aren't I? So we get the glossy accents and we just put that on the top. And they say about bubbles, and I hope I don't make any bubbles, but if you just put that over the top, you'll have a cabochon too with your lady on it. Look at that. And make a nice layer of it. Don't you should probably be able to tip all this out in one go. I mean, I should cover it all in one go, but I don't want to. Yeah, I've just done that on a piece of paper that I've printed of this lady's face, okay, off the internet, of something I had. I don't think she's out of a book. And, you know, all go on a plan. That should dry really nice and clear, because it dries clear. And there I will have another cabochon without using those things on top. Now I haven't put enough of this on here. They say when you get a bubble you need to put a pin thing in, but I've just actually lost the, oh yes, I did get a bit of a bubble. Come on, don't do that to me. Make it nice. Make it nice so I can show you next time I come on here how it turned out. Because I'm hoping that it's going to. Well, I have done it previously and it did work alright, so I put lots of different things onto that. Now that'd look really cool, wouldn't it? You know, we can trim that round with any pearl thing, a bit of a pearl trim or something like that. We'll go around that, and because it's deep to the sides. But you could use buttons, I guess, or any shape, well, as long as you've got a flat bead. And you don't have to have things with holes in it if you don't want to, I suppose. You know, you can please yourself. You can also use, what do you call them? Scrabble tiles. Scrabble tiles would work. You could use those. I've actually got one here that I was making up. You can put that thing on the back, bail. You can glue them onto the back, and you could put your picture on the front here, you know, and use the tiles. So there's a few ways you can do your cabochons, and I hope that that is a help to everybody, and that you like doing that. So I'll come back after, because I want to show you how to make a tassel, I think. Actually, you know, the clocks too would be really nice if you put the clock face, but I don't have a small one at the moment, but the clock face would be really nice under one of these. Lots of different things, you know, the ideas are just out there and they're endless, you know, what you can do with it. And it's very, very easy. So I hope that you all enjoyed that. I'll cut this one out now. I know you can buy these, but I don't know how much they cost. I've seen some with music and notes underneath them, how much they are. But if you do your own, that's good fun. You get the, I know Irene's got the little tiny ones there in her shop, okay? So whether you can get them, you know, on eBay or an Irene shop, which is seriously scrapping, here on YouTube, you should go to her, then you'll link up to her shop. And I never put that over a very good picture, did I? So you know what, I'm going to try if I can get that off there, because I wasted it if I don't like the look of it. And then I can heat it up and get it off, can't I? That's the way. I never thought about that till, you know, I did think about it and then I forget. You know how you forget things, don't you? Because there's not always, you know, you got all these things on your mind and you don't think about, you know, what you can do. But anyway, so there you go. And thank you everybody for your interest. And I'll just try and put this up here closer so you can see, or at least I hope you can see what's going on. And there's the little one that I did. She's a little bit damper in there. That's the one I just done then. And this is the other thing that I did with the bead underneath it, or the flat bead. You could do it with your dominoes. You could do it with the tiles. You can do it with anything, I think. Anyway, the idea's out there and they're probably endless. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll come back